easiest for us.
I see. Complacent. New song, complacent. Okay. All right. I'll go to SoundCloud. Did you get it?
Yeah, I've got it up. All right,
All right.
so I got a little description here. This one is "Complacent" by Jonah C. Finished release. I'm 17 and just graduated. This song was inspired by me trying to get a job, but a lot of jobs saying I had to be 18.
Oof.
I got tired of waiting around and wanted to take action. Okay, so he made a song to take action. Let's see if it
Shit.
gets
My
him
bad.
the job.
Yeah, bro. Jonah complacent. I like the Uncle Iro profile pic. Shout out. Avatar last night,
Oh
brother.
yeah, yeah.
Prod by
Nice.
Headspace featuring Bear Kid. All right, we ready?
Yeah, that's some cool artwork there too.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
All right,
Ready?
let's play.
All right, three, two. At odds, please give us some feedback. Three, two, one, play. Hmm.
This is cool.
Yeah, spacey.
Working till my head hurt. I've been tripping about some bread as of late. Gotta say that ain't nothing gotten better. They tried to tell me give it time, just wait. I'm sick of waiting, grown complacent. This life I live is basic, so they hating. Now I'm racing, but I'm running and I don't know what I'm chasing. Taking paces, walking with my head straight, ditching all the dead. Way too many things to do, but still they trying to make me wait. They acting like it's not in my hands. It's my life, so I'ma be the one to make all the plans. See what happens. Working from my own satisfaction, we blanching. Bars and meant yo understand. It's a step back from setbacks. No love we don't get back. Keep feet off each other, don't reach, we don't fret. That's taking what's around you. And be proud if you found you. You probably down to a product of proving myself till there's nothing to gain and it's hurting my health. Yeah, and I'll just be building my wealth till I'm left in that grave. We don't know nothing else. You see, I don't work for everything that done got me to here. Are you proud of us here? Now you probably tripping. I'm whipping it. No passengers, y'all just victims of missing your chance. Now your head in your hands and I'm laughing. See in the back, we've been acting up. I got me some tracks till they mastered them. Polished my work till it shine bright. No like attention, I ain't never in a limelight. Rhymes like dimes, thinking God we in a broke time. Plotting how we climb, cause the kids got a dope mind. Told them we gon' get it if and when the time's right. But for now I'm in my bed, trying to get my mind right. Ayy, ayy.
No mentality, can't be stuck in the same
Nice.
ways. I know you want somebody to blame, babe. I can switch right back on the same day. And time don't move too fast for us, like passing us.
I like this part.
Missing all we
Yeah.
had, losing all the weekend. I don't wanna go back to that. It's all the past. I'm feeling stuck. I'm in the cash. My knees some help to find a path that'll carry me through all the ice and save my ass. Yeah, cause I've been lost in my own thoughts. Never found a way. I never found escape from all the pain. I be waiting on my burn.
That was
I be
interesting.
waiting on my burn.
That's like a hyperpop vocal, but it's at the
Oh,
end of this kind of sleepy song that's going on right now. Um, cool. That was "Complacent" by Jonah featuring Bear Kid. Bear Kid was at you at the end there because that was my favorite part of the song. Um,
yeah. Yeah, that's
and
cool.
Headspace, I think the production was decent, but yeah, cool. Josh, what do you think?
Nice. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I like hearing stuff like this where it's a little bit more out there. Um,
Mm,
I thought that. I guess I'll start with the what I thought was really good. I thought the production sounded pretty damn good, actually.
yeah,
Um, nice job with that little crackle, that little
in the
like
beginning.
final crackle. Well, that was throughout the whole thing, pretty much.
Mm-mm.
Um, that adds a nice sort of ambiance to it, makes it have that whole lo-fi aesthetic. Um, yeah, I mean, overall, I thought the production was pretty good. I don't have any really specific things on that.
Mm.
Um, the one thing that sort of held me up a little bit was the delivery, especially the first few verses or whatever. The delivery just sounded
Sleepy,
yeah, a little bit like
sleepy.
a little bit sleepy Joe, a little bit
No,
low
no, no,
energy.
no, 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 no.
Yeah,
That was
like
it.
I know that sometimes you're going for the aesthetic of like the sort of like monotone energy thing, which can be good and there's uses for it, but it's like you
Mm.
just got to bring that whole thing up a little bit so that it sort
Yeah.
of has a little bit more life.
Yep.
Otherwise, it just sounds like you don't care or something.
Yeah.
Which
Or arrange the song in such a way that it gives you a fucking break from that stuff.
yeah, or
I
like potentially even taking that and putting some interesting processing on it. Like that
Sure.
is a way that you can take a pretty low energy performance and make it kind of interesting is by adding processing and stuff, which might
Yep.
work well with this kind of song. But
Yeah.
yeah, what do you think?
Um let's see, vibes. This is a pretty sleepy, pretty spacey type song. It's definitely different. It was weird. I got conflicting things from the story that he sent in where he was talking about not having a job, and then the first line was like working so much. I'm like, wait, I don't understand. But you can work on other things that's not your job. So giving the benefit of the doubt there. But I don't know. In terms of the mix, some people in the chat they're saying that his double is way too loud. I don't know if I heard that exactly. Um, yeah, at odds also said that the doubles are not in phase with the vocals, so they clash. Sounds like he's rapping into a fan. Okay, this bit has way more conviction than the vocals. Yeah. Okay. So maybe they were a little bit more nuanced in their hearing. I just thought it wasn't loud enough. The first verse, like I had to really listen to try to get into the beat or get into the vocals. It just seemed like it wasn't cutting through. It might be a phase issue, although I didn't hear that specifically. I just thought it was volume. Maybe Josh can lend his producer gear here, but yeah, it just when the second verse or sing song part came in, it was much clearer. It seemed it just cut through the beat better, and I enjoyed it a lot better. If you want to go with the sleepy vibe in the beginning, I don't know if it's Jonah that's doing the main vocals, but I would just put that Bear Kid part as like a hook. Just give us something to return to that's pretty good in my opinion, and just gives us a break from that monotone delivery that if it's intentional then I think it would be better to give us a break, but if it's not intentional, um, then this is what we heard. Like it just was a lot of monotone and I just kind of tuned out halfway through because the flow was the same thing. It was just dun, 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 dun. I could barely hear it. It was tiring. So yeah, that's what I heard. Vibes, it was spacey, but just sleepy in general. I'd say yellow. Content, I'd probably rework it a little bit. So I'd put orange. Like I said, I would try to get Bear Kids part a little bit more spread out, or just get a better, or not a better, but more high energy delivery. Some flow switch up, something,
Yeah,
something to make me want to listen more. Production wise, uh, the beat sounded pretty damn good. I loved the beat in the beginning, but just over and over again, it's okay. And yeah, it was mostly vocal stuff for the first verse, so I would say develop. That's where I'm at.
cool. Yeah, no, I'd have to agree with all of that. I thought, yeah, the Bear Kid part had really, really tight processing on it too. Like it sounded really
Yeah,
good the way they did all that stuff to it.
it was
Um,
reminiscent of 100 Gex. Interesting.
yeah, and I have to say that the is that a coaster that's falling off of the?
Yeah, sorry. I'm drinking whiskey right now, guys. It's Friday.
Been
Shouts out.
there, been there.
Shit, my bad. Get the drinks out. Cheers.
Yeah.
I'm a mess.
I was just gonna say that the part where that little dropout that you can see in the waveform towards the end was
Yeah.
so refreshing, right? And I actually found it that even at the part after that is only like a minute or something, that it
Mhm.
felt like it was dragging on too long because it was just so repetitive. It was the same
Mm.
thing kind of, and that
Yep,
was
yep, yep.
even with the good vocal during some of that. So
Mm.
I would say like throughout this, you need something more to spice it up a little bit, just to keep things kind of moving and like flowing. It can still be that weird ethereal atmosphere, but
Mm.
just the same thing repeated. We talk about this a lot because like the default state of when you're making music, you start out with things being pretty uniform, right? In
Mm.
terms of like not a whole lot of variation, and it has to be added in order to
Mm.
happen.
Mm.
Unless you're recording with instruments, and that's a different story. But you definitely need to make sure that you put the work in of like making things interesting throughout, kind of finessing it to make it engaging throughout the whole song.
Mm.
So
Mm.
yeah, I would say in terms of vibes, I like the vibes a lot. I would give it a green.
Mm.
Uh, content, content and delivery might sort of coincide a little bit because it's the actual stuff that's not production, right?
Yeah.
So I would say that's a yellow for develop. Just work on the delivery a little bit and making the song structure a little bit more interesting, a little
Yep.
bit more catching your attention. And
Yeah.
then production, again, I thought mostly it was pretty good. I could sort of see the like out of phase doubles thing
Hmm.
being within a realm of style for this kind of thing, where things sort of are supposed to sound like they're splitting apart a little bit.
Mhm.
Like look at the artwork. Like this guy's face is splitting off of his head,
Yeah.
right? Like it's
Hmm.
kind of that kind of thing, but it still has to be executed well. You might be able
Yeah.
to clean things up there. So
Yeah.
I would give it a development production.
Yeah.
So for
Unfortunately,
me,
it sacrificed clarity for that effect.
yeah, right. There's ways to do all of this that can be better in both, categories. So
Yeah.
yeah, I would give it a lemon lime sprite between develop and good to go, because there's things that are really good about it, but there's definitely stuff to develop. So that's
Yeah,
fair.
I'm at a solid yellow there. Definitely develop. At Odd says, I promise you I've done better than this time, senpais. I really didn't show my best hand last time. All good, bro. I'm looking forward to it. Were you the last person that submitted? Let us know. But okay, what's the next song?